I got a controversial question and I want to talk about it. Why is it that people of color pronounce the L in salmon more than other groups? First off, this is an overgeneralization. It doesn't apply to just people of color. This probably applies to marginalized, minority, and low socioeconomic status groups in general. Secondly, please do not go for this commenter. This commenter asked this question in good faith and is genuinely interested in an answer. So, is this true? And if so, why? People in marginalized or minority groups often don't want to be perceived as being uneducated or ignorant, so they're often hyper aware of the way they're speaking, and they will try and correct for things that they see as incorrect ways of speaking. So a lot of people think that not pronouncing the L in salmon is incorrect and that traditionally you were supposed to pronounce it. Turns out this isn't true. Go watch my other video about this. English, for the most part, hasn't pronounced an L in salmon since the 1400s, but people think you're supposed to do that. So what they do is they add the L back in when they're pronouncing it. And this is something called hypercorrection. Another example of this is the way that a lot of speakers of African American English will add a G to the ends of words that end in ing. We spell it with an ing, but traditionally it wasn't pronounced like that. Traditionally it was pronounced ing with an engma, not ing with a G. But again, because speakers don't want to be perceived as being ignorant or speaking lazily or whatnot, they hypercorrected and they added a G to the end of the word, thinking that that was the correct pronunciation because it's spelled with that G. What's kind of cool about this is that these hypercorrections can become the norm. That's why minority communities and probably rural communities in the South often put an L in salmon. It's a hypercorrection.